What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are down here in the garage again with the new 2019 Silverado and the Dodge Ram 2001 that has 235,000 miles on it now and still rocking and rolling. So today's video, we are getting the undercoat done for the new truck, the full undercoat, and oiling of the door jambs and inner parts. And we are just getting a touch-up on the Dodge Ram. This has been undercoated 3 years ago, if I'm correct on that time frame. I forget, but it has been undercoated. I know that for a fact. Obviously, it's my truck. It has been undercoated before, but today it's getting a touch-up. We're going to, I'm saying this correctly, Z-Bart in Middleburg Heights. That's where I get my window tints done. That's where I got this truck undercoated initially the first time, and then I do all the touch-up work myself afterwards. But they're doing the touch-up for me this year, and then I'll go back and do all of my oiling as well. I am a double guy, so I do the undercoat and then the oiling afterwards to keep basically the oil is to cover up the undercoat, which will kind of, to me, in my opinion, and I'll explain why in a second, but to me, both the undercoat paint and the oiling do a better job for me, in just my opinion. I know guys swear and die by just the undercoat by itself. Some guys don't want an undercoat. Some guys just swear and die by the oiling, and that's it, and that's all you should do. To me, I do both. To me, it's just a why not, and the reason why is because you're looking at it right here, and what I just said about how many miles are on this is on this truck. There's 235 miles on this 2000 Dodge Ram truck. If you were looking at it right now, how you see it right now, would you guess that there's 230,000 miles on it? The only way that you could guess that is maybe because of the sun peel of the paint on the roof and on that area right there, and then maybe by my windows right here, that stuff. That's the only way that you would guess that this truck has that many miles on it. The paint, as you can see right here, I know it's dark down here, so I'm sorry. It's always dark in this garage, but do you see any rust? Let me know when you see it. And again, this is a 2001 Dodge Ram. So all you 2001 generation Dodge Ram guys, you guys know where those rust spots are. They start here, they start there, they start there, they start there, they start there, they start here. This whole panel right there, you guys know that panel. Everybody cuts that out and gets that redone. This is the original. It's never been done. No rust. Right there, last spot. All right. Now, I will not be on here on YouTube lying to you guys. So, there is one rust spot on this truck. Now, when I got it, it wasn't there. But now looking back on it, I had a slight thought of undercoating this spot, but I wanted to leave it chrome, and I didn't. Or I did, excuse me. I should have undercoated it, but I didn't. I left it plain, and that is where the one rust spot is now. But other than that, there's no rust on this truck. You guys do not see any rust on this truck. So that's the reason right there why I do the undercoat, and then I do the oil after of all the doors and undercoat where I sprayed to the undercarriage. So the one rust spot, let's go look at it. It is on the rear bumper. Try to get you guys some light. Right there. That is my one rust spot. So hopefully you guys can see that. One rust spot right there. That is it on this truck. Other than that, there is absolutely no rust on this 2001 Dodge Ram truck with 235,000 miles on it. So that, I know for you guys that are gonna cream me in the comments about what you think is right and what do you think is wrong, that is why I undercoat and then I oil afterwards. That reason right there alone. My 2000 Dodge Ram is still running, still has one little tiny rust spot that I just showed you guys. Other than that, the paint is flawless, other than scratches because it's my work truck. But that is the same plan I decided to do with this truck. Get undercoated and then do the oiling afterwards. Still waiting on Block a Chip to contact me back about doing a film for the front. and then doing the rockers as well. Don't know what I'm going to do about that yet further, but the next step for this truck is the undercoat, which we're doing today. So we're going to go over to the car wash bay in my garage over here and get the undercarriages all cleaned off and sprayed with the pressure washer. So I will meet you guys over there. All right, guys, we are over here with the 2019 Silverado. We got our wash bay up and ready and set. Got our power washer right here. And then something that's important for you guys to know to make this job a lot quicker when you're washing your undercarriages is this attachment right here. You can find this on Amazon. This is an undercarriage spray wand attachment. Attaches right to all of your power washer wands. Just screws in right there. Take your regular power washer pole off and then stick your attachment on for your undercarriages. All this does, it just makes it easier for you to get up underneath your undercarriage without having to bring your body up underneath the undercarriage to wash it. So this is a game changer right here. They do make angle swivels for these things as well, if you don't want to bend over any. Of course, when I was trying to find mine and make this video, couldn't find it. But I do have one, it's just not here right now. So you can get those as well. It'll basically bend at a 60 or 90 degree angle, or however you want to bend it, and then tighten it back up. And all that allows you to do is just stand up right next to the truck and get down underneath there. For me right now, I just have to bend maybe just a little bit, but I'm fine with that. I'm a young guy, I'm 26 years old. But the Dodge Ram will be next. New truck is first. One very important thing to note about doing this process before you undercoat is allow your truck to dry. Allow the underneath to dry before you put any spray undercoating on your trucks. That's whether it be the paint or the oil. Let the entire underneath of the truck dry before you undercoat. I can't stress that enough. If you don't, if you spray right over water, some of that undercoat will not bond correctly. It'll come off and you'll be trapping some moisture into your frame, and that's what you don't want to do. That's the whole purpose of undercoating, to keep the moisture off, keep the salt off, the dirt and grime off. All right, that's the most important part, guys. Make sure your stuff dries. So I'm doing this a day in advance before my undercoating, so it at least has a full 24 hours to dry. So let's get started. Sorry about that. Didn't get a whole lot of footage of the undercarriage spraying. Had to get going and get moving. My wife is following behind me in the new truck back there. And I am in the Dodge Ram. So we are headed to Middleburg to drop the trucks off. And again, remember, an important step, I am dropping them off a day in advance, a full 24 hours in advance, so that the undercarriages can completely dry before they spray them. And I'll also leave them a note saying that I did spray and wash off the undercarriages, and to not do any work if they still see that the undercarriages are still wet, because that was the most important tip that I told you guys earlier, a couple seconds ago in the video. Do not undercoat your trucks or your vehicles if your undercarriages are still wet, because all you are doing is trapping in the moisture, and the whole purpose is to not trap in moisture and not rust out the bottom of the trucks, or all of the truck, or all of the vehicle, whatever vehicle you're undercoating. So that's the most important tip and thing not to do. Make sure those undercarriages are completely dry before you start spraying or oiling. So I know for a fact everybody on the channel will agree with that, and people who are not subscribed, I know you guys will agree with that. So I know I won't get creamed in the comments for saying that, but I know some people may not like how I do my personal undercoatings and then do the oiling afterwards as another additional layer of protection. But it's my vehicles. I do what I want with my vehicles, and with how my Dodge Ram 2001 is looking compared to everybody else's 2001 Dodge Ram, I say I will stick with my philosophy of doing the undercoating and doing the oiling afterwards. So I will definitely stick with my method, because this truck has, like I said, 230 something thousand miles on it, and I only have one little rust spot on the bumper that I showed you guys, and that is it. And I know I can keep that honest with my channel, because as you guys know, I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't have a bunch of subscribers. I don't get paid for any products or anything like that, or the monetization stuff. So you guys know you're getting real world information. What all these Northeast Ohio, people want is real world, real life situations. And my method and what I'm doing with these two trucks is real world and real life situations. Still got the flags on the back of the truck flying high. For you guys that were interested in that video should be up, and as you can see, they're still up and doing at almost 70 miles an hour, doing just fine. So those hold up pretty good with my method of how I put the flags on the back of the truck. So that's still good. So if you guys are looking to put flags on your trucks or any vehicle, that's a good way to do it. But mainly my method is for trucks, based on how I do it. There are other ways to do it, but I just do it the way that I can drive 70 miles an hour and not have to worry about people behind me or next to me about the flags flying off, and then me getting an insurance thing or insurance claim of the flags busting somebody's windshield or something, or injuring somebody, or the worst, come to worst, a death. That's absolutely what I do not want. So that's that, guys. Gonna make my way to Z-Bart here, and I will see you guys there. If I don't, I apologize. It's because my ride is there and got there quickly. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We just left Z-Bart here in Middleburg. Sorry for the noise. Got a semi over here building up air pressure, but the truck is done. As you can see, there's a little bit of the oil spray from the door jams and seals in the doors, leaking down a little bit from the car sitting, but it got done around 4:30. The undercoating on the truck is done. We're at the gas station at Sheetz right now, filling the hog up. So hopefully I can get under here for a second and show you guys. But it is black. They did undercoat it. Show a little bit of that. For the people that didn't get a chance to see the straight pipe, that is what it looks like. For me and myself, I am gonna oil coat these steps right here, because a lot of the time these things rust out and people just end up taking them off their trucks anyway when they start to rust out. So I am gonna oil coat that myself. Going up to Home Depot to try this new product out, see if they even have it, but if they don't have that product, I'll probably just use the fluid film that a lot of people are getting accustomed to now with oil coatings, and using that as well. But got the bullet antenna on there as well. That still looks good. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out. Very simple and easy to do. Takes 45 seconds to change out your antennas. Makes the truck look real good with that extra chrome piece right there, since we got an LTZ with the satin steel color and chrome accents. But that's pretty much it, guys. Again, the truck is running great. I love it, but we got a lot more mods coming here soon. Still waiting on the cold air inductions air intake. I just spoke with them today in the email. They will be sending it out Friday. Today is Monday. We got a pulsar coming for the truck as well too, and a throttle body spacer. Didn't tell you guys about that. Getting that tonight ordered. And then I finally got a hold of Block a Chip again to get the clear coat film wrap on the truck, on the rockers, the bumper, and they did say they can do the chrome for the front end here, so, and the headlights. We were originally just going to do this part here. That's what they told me, that's what they could do. But I spoke with them today and they can do the front grille here as well, even though it's chrome. And one thing I'm still deciding on is if to take this off or leave it on, because they can do a wrap here on the hood as well. But I don't know if I want to take this off, because once I take this off, then I got to put it back on and it may not stick and adhere correctly with the film being on there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. Still have to decide on that. But other than that, the truck will be pretty much done and ready for the winter, even though I'm not going to drive it much in the winter time. But except for when my wife is with me and rolling with me, I know she's going to want to ride in this and not the 2001 Dodge Ram. I still have to go back to Z-Bart and pick up the Dodge Ram, taking this home first and meeting my wife at home. She was still at work when I got off. Thank you to my mom for taking me up there to get this truck, to pick one of the trucks up. So if she watches this, thank you, Mom. I love you. I appreciate you. Couldn't have done it without you. So I love you. But for you guys, thank you guys for watching for the undercoat video of this truck. Still got to go pick up the Dodge Ram. I'll show you guys a couple seconds of that. And just like that, we are back at home, guys, from Z-Bart. Both of the trucks are done. They have been undercoated. Started spraying the Dodge with this new product I actually got from Home Depot. I'll show you guys a sneak peek of that in a sec. Again, I do the two-step. I do the spray undercoating and then I do the oil undercoating. And I know, again, some people may not agree with that, but hey, again, I got a 235,000 mile 2001 Dodge Ram with no rust on it. So I think my method's working out pretty good. So you Dodge guys with this generation of Dodge, you guys know those normal rust spots, and I have none of those. I only have that one single rust spot on the rear bumper there. So I'm gonna stick with my philosophy here and go with the two-step undercoating, the spray and then the oil on top of that. So it's working out pretty good for that Dodge. And look at that thing, 235,000 miles, and it still looks like that. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do with this truck as well. So hey, it's just me. I don't care if you get at me in the comments. It's whatever. You can do what you want to do with your vehicles. I'm doing with what I want to do with mine, and it's working out very well, and I'm gonna stick to it. Pretty much the same process. They did the same thing. Everything's all undercoated in here, looking nice and black, keeping the rust off this truck. Don't want any rust on it. As you guys know, the Dodge Ram doesn't have rust on it except for that one spot that I showed earlier in the video, or the previous video, of the Dodge Ram having that one little tiny rust spot. But that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.